So you guys are now live. And yes, we're live. And I'm going to make sure I'm on camera this time as well. Because last time it was just me.
It records automatically. Oh, you don't have to hit record it. That is what it does.
There we go. And turn off my mic. So there's no echo. There we go. All right, everyone. Here we go. Hi.
You turned yourself off.
Oh, did I? I thought I just turned off the mic.
Now you're on.
Okay.
We'll check for you. And mic is off.
We are, this is teamwork.
Technology.
Yes. Okay. I claim that I can run a podcast, but not be the tech and the speaker and the setup. So I appreciate everybody's patience. If I haven't met you yet, my name is Joanne Fields, and we have launched a new podcast called Mojo. My colleague Moana is part of this podcast as well, Moana Alo, and myself, Joanne Fields. And we felt we need a podcast to discuss newsworthy information that we only get a snippet sometimes on mainstream media. But we want to take our time and receive information from experts on things that will improve our quality of life. And I've been in the community, working in the community for more than 25 years. And I thought, hey, let's start this podcast. So again, we can bring more information to you that we hope is useful, and again, will improve the quality of life for you, your family, or your network. So with that, today we are going to focus on unlocking home ownership. We're going to learn about co-owning and special programs that include incentives and assistance for a down payment. So I'm not the expert in this, but we are here with the experts. And today we are joined by no other than Roxanne Gerard with Ito Gerard and Associates and Fana Fam with New Res. So if you would, we want to talk about this new development that we have here in southeastern San Diego. And we're going to dive into the special price townhomes here at Creekside Point, what they are and how buyers can afford to purchase them. The second topic we're going to cover is buying a home with a co-owner. What is it and how does it help buyers afford to purchase a home? So, did you know that many buyers assume they can't afford a new home? I feel like that as well, but we are going to learn together how we can work with Ito Gerard and also with Fana so that we can learn about the special offers that are made here at Creekside Point and learn about the special offers to make it easier than we think. So we're going to go right into it. And our first question, Roxanne, can you please share a little about Ito Gerard and Associates history and how it has contributed to the local community?
Thank you, Joanne. We appreciate you so much for being an advocate for us, out there talking. And you're right. I have a famous saying, you don't know what you don't know. And so the fact that you spread information and let people in on information they would never find out. We're not the experts, but we can get you to people. We can get information to you. So Ito Gerard, we've been around for many, many years. We're born and raised here in Encanto, Southeast San Diego. My business partner, Robert Ito, and myself started a development company 20 years ago. Our office is right here on Imperial Avenue. And we started off developing apartments, and then we kind of grew out of that into home ownership. We realized what a difference it made for a family to buy their own home. It just changes their lives. So we decided that we would take on, about 10 years ago, the task of building brand new homes and letting our community be the ones to purchase them. And each of Gerard's still around, and we love sharing in the community and going out there and spreading the word.
Well, thank you. I've known you for at least a decade, but for decades in the community, making sure that our families have quality homes in the community that we're raised in. A lot of people think that, oh, we got to move away, and because I can't afford, or they continue to rent. So we really look forward what programming that you have, and again, we know that the quality homes that you have built over the past 2 decades. So, can you tell us about the new development here at Creekside Point?
I am excited to tell you about it. It is 24 single-family homes. They are townhome style, and they are at 5282 Naranja Street, which is right down the street from the Market Creek Plaza, the Food for Less, the Starbucks, the trolley station. And so proud to let you know they're now finished and up and ready for sale to purchase. They are all 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. They all come with the 2-car garage, and they all come with paid solar panels to help you with your electrical bill. And they are available now for sale. And actually, they're open for model. The model homes are open, and you can come by anytime and see them. If you want more information, you go to www.creeksidepoint.com, and point is spelled with an E, Pointe, creeksidepoint.com.
Well, I noticed the signage for the open house, and it's just
yes.
beautiful here. Right off Euclid, you go east on Naranja, and you're right there. And what I love is, yes, you are right by all the eateries at Market Creek Plaza. So it's very convenient. So thank you in the logistics of where to develop. So can you tell us, what is the biggest misconception about purchasing a new home?
I think the biggest one is people think, I can't buy a home. I don't make enough money. I don't have any down payment saved up. So those are probably the 2 biggest misconceptions. And today you're going to hear about some special prices when we talk about purchasing a home. But the special prices are going to help you with the down payment. So people can purchase homes with little to zero down, and people can purchase homes by exploring options like co-ownership, which we'll talk about later on today. The one thing I do want to mention is there's a lot involved. There's a lot of information. We can't cover it in the next 10 minutes. But the fact that you know that if you've saved some money to buy, there is a possibility that you can purchase one of these homes.
Well, this is very timely that you talk about saving money, because some people do receive the earned income tax credit, which is pretty sizable. And that's why I look forward to learning about the special price homes and the co-ownership, because if you pull your money together, that could be a fantastic opportunity. So can you tell us about the special price homes that you have here at Creekside Point?
Yes. So let me kind of just briefly cover what a special priced home is. We have 4 of them available out of the 24 that we have here. We call them the special priced homes. They are priced at $563,000 to purchase them. And when the average price here in San Diego right now is over $900,000, that is a big difference in purchasing a brand new 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. And how the special price works. First of all, you do have to qualify for a loan for $563,000. But what happens is your down payment comes from the City of San Diego's program. So they are going to loan you the down payment of about $140,000 or more, and they loan it to you so that your price of your home comes down to $563,000. What does it take to qualify for a $563,000 home? First of all, the program requires you be a first-time buyer. There are restrictions on the program. You must be a first-time buyer. You must have a FICO score of at least 640, and we can talk about credit scores later. Also, roughly between everybody who's purchasing the home, you need to make about $60 an hour. So whether that's divided by 2 people or 3 people, you need about $60 to $65 an hour to qualify to buy a home for $563,000. And again, there are special restrictions, more than what I just mentioned, but we want to get you in here to talk to us, ask us what the program is, and there's a chance that you can purchase a home for $563,000 with the help of down payment coming from the city.
Well, that's very amazing because, again, I feel like it's out of reach for myself. But to know that there are programs to assist people like me to get into home ownership, that is a great program. And also, again, this tax season, this is when you have some of us do get a lump sum. So this is a great time to use that in an investment. So, Roxanne, can you introduce our experts when it comes to the financing side?
Yes, so the second part, Joanne, you're right. You do need to save up, and how much is the question, and you don't need thousands of dollars because this program helps by giving you the down payment. But the second way you can buy a home also is with co-ownership. If you've ever thought about buying a home together with a family member, a business partner, a co-worker, this is called co-ownership, and it's very popular. So it gives you another chance to purchase a home if you cannot do it on your own. And today I have with me our lender, Fana Parr, is from New Res, and they are the top 5 lenders, non-bank lenders who make mortgage loans to people who are buying homes in the country. Wow. And she is assigned, she is here at our project. You can come talk to her anytime. She's here at our site and she sits with you and walks through the qualifying. But she's a great person to talk to about what is co-ownership and what kind of loan and what do you do? And those are the questions that she can answer today. So welcome, Fana. We're so happy that you're here, and we're happy that you're our lender and able to help us get through that difficult steps of getting a loan.
Well, I'm very honored to be here. Thank you so much, Roxanne, for inviting me to here, and then of course Joanna for being here with me. I'm Fana Parr. Hi, friends. I'm with New Res Home Loan Division, and when there's a will, there's a way. You mentioned about using your income tax return, saving that up, putting it as a down payment, and of course, for those that never thought about it, I'm pretty sure that when you go and file your tax return, your accountant is going to say, if you don't want to pay that taxes, then you need to go and buy a house, because that is one of the benefit of owning a home. The other one is, of course, it's you investing in yourself and your future. This is a generation wealth. So I'm here to answer any questions. Like Roxanne said, we are here. Usually our open house is Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 5, but we are available during the week as well. So I'm happy to help.
Well, I'm excited to learn you're in the top 5, not even just top 10, but the top 5. And you're here local for San Diego. So thank you for sharing your knowledge and really providing access to home ownership. So that will be our first question, Fana. Can you tell us how you can purchase a home with a co-ownership or equity sharing?
Absolutely. A lot of time, like Roxanne said, a lot of people think that home ownership is out of reach, but we have to think outside of the box. You can purchase the home by yourself if you qualify for it, right? But then we have Roxanne and Robert had just recently sold out their 47 lots. That's just very close to us. And oftentimes these homeowners, they're very young too. They're in their early 20s to mid 30s, and they're buying homes in San Diego. How is that possible? Mm-hmm. And we have our military as well. So one of the way of doing it is like Roxanne had mentioned, is co-ownership. You can go in and purchase a home with your friends, with your coworker, with your sibling or family members, and of course, anyone can do it as long as you have that will, and there is always a way. But of course, there is some intricate details with regard to that. You want to make sure that this is more of a business arrangement versus if, especially when you're doing it with friends and co-workers that aren't family members, you want to have an agreement to basically go, hey, we're buying this together. If we were to sell this, or if we're going to refinance and I buy you out, what portion of that ownership belong to me? So that is something that you really want to, before you go in, you want to have that talk and make sure that you have an exit strategy to preserve that relationship with whether it's your friend, your coworker, or family member. So co-ownership can happen, and it's very, very popular in today's market. I mean, we have, gosh, how many? At least 5 or 10 of our owners over at Hilltop Crossing have done this with co-ownership.
Okay. I didn't know it doesn't have to be family. So
Nope,
friends, coworkers, but with any of those three, you're absolutely right to have that exit strategy. Because when I heard it, I was like, well, then what about if somebody doesn't, fulfill their part, or the buyout? As I'm hearing that more as it relates to business. I want to buy them out so we can do other things. But is that something you can help walk them through, or is that another person in the network to get that exit strategy going?
We can certainly guide our clients through that, but that's something more of, you may want to talk to an attorney that can draft that up, right? Because that's not our specialty.
Okay.
But it is definitely something that you want to have in advance so that you preserve that relationship. Whether it's a boyfriend and girlfriend, if you deal with it every day, right? Who's gonna get the dog? Who's gonna get the cat? So this is a house. This is a real property. Not that the dog and the cat isn't.
Yes.
This is extremely important, and an attorney or a paralegal, any of those, and of course, when you go in there and talk about title, which is ownership, true ownership, vesting into the property, there is a form that you complete, and you can basically designate a 50-50 ownership or 60-40, depending on how much you are investing in there.
Okay. That's very useful information. Thank you for sharing that. So, is there a maximum number of borrowers allowed on a single mortgage loan?
So with the co-ownership, we want to make sure that we have not just co-ownership, but anything regarding the loan, we want to see maximum of 4 borrowers on the loan. Okay.
Because of the percentage of how much, or
because of the percentage. I mean, our system can't manage. I'm just kidding. It's an overload in our origination, but no, it's because there are some other intricate details. Not to say that 4 is the max, but we've seen just most guidelines would require the maximum is 4 borrowers.
Okay, good to know. So with the 4, 3, 2, or even 2, how do you evaluate the income and credit scores when you have multiple buyers applying together?
When it comes to buying a home, especially our first-time home buyers, I always reference the 4